Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So today's Mass Monday and I have finally got my hands on a puzzle that has some large pieces. I found it the other day at Dottie's Deals. I watched Tina do this months ago. I've seen other people do it. I am yet to play with a puzzle, so I'm going to do that today. Here's my first piece I did yesterday, just fiddling around. I peeled back like she did. I peeled back the shiny part off and then I painted over it with like a white or a cream. Then I came on this one, I came back over it with ink and painted it with ink, and then I came back on it with gold around the edges, and that's what I got. So I figured I'd play with different things today, and I've actually brought along my gloves, and so I'm going to try not to make a mess of myself. We'll see. Yeah, so first of all, we're going to just, if you've never seen an upcycle on a puzzle, you know, to kind of give it new life and change it, you know, its meaning for life, we are going to peel. Go ahead and get yourself a large puzzle if you want to do this with me. And that means, and what I mean by that is a puzzle with larger pieces. And then you're going to want to have some paint, some ink, or some ink, some gloves if you don't want to get your hands messy, some smaller fussy cuts to be able to decorate the puzzle pieces with once we're done getting them painted and stuff. You're going to need, let me think, some glue, and whatever you want to use on them. If you want to put some bling on them, some diamante, you know, anything, glitter, whatever you would like to use to fancy them up a little bit. If you want to fancy them up, if you want to grunge them down, you know, bring what you need for that. Basically, we're peeling these off. We're going to paint a coat of paint, or, well, I'm going to paint a coat of paint on each one. And then I may end up covering the paint with some, oh, I took a lot off that one. I may end up covering the paint with some ink. Just depends on what I feel like, okay? And I have not, like I said, I've not ever personally done this. I've seen multiple videos of it being done, but never done it myself. And so, yeah, I don't know what my favorite shapes of puzzle pieces are, any of that. I grabbed one corner piece. The rest of them are kind of a little bit, you know, got some funner shapes to them, so we'll see. This was just a used children's puzzle. Actually, I don't even know if it was considered a children's puzzle. It might just be like with larger pieces. It was a 300 piece puzzle. And I tried to find one that had like the extra large pieces, but she didn't have any at Dottie's Deals, so I went ahead and got this one. This one's large, but you know what I'm talking about. The ones that are, you know, like for really young kids that have the pieces that are nice and chunky, because then there's more room, of course, to decorate on top. But I do think these are adorable embellishments, and I've always liked it when I see them done. If somebody posts them on Facebook, one of my Facebook groups, I'm like, oh, I've got to get my hands on a puzzle. But I haven't wanted to go to the store and buy like a brand new puzzle for something like this. I really wanted to, you know, just get a used puzzle somewhere. And so when I finally saw that she has puzzles there, I dug through them and found this one. So I hope everybody had a good first week of the new year. I did. It was a nice week. And now we're starting our second week. Wow. Time flies. Here we go, guys. It's going to fly again, right? We were watching an episode last night of MASH, and it was called A War for Every Season. And it was just took you through a full year. It was their New Year's special, and it took you through a full year of their life there at the camp. And it was just so weird, because that is how it seems, like the year just flies by like that. So I have all of, well, not all, but I have a big bunch of my paint here, and I have different colors. I have some parchment, And then I brought along paper plate to put some of my paints on. Let me see, are we in a good spot for the camera? I just want to make sure. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I want to make sure you can see, and at the same time that I'm close enough, but that I'm far enough so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put, not a lot, just a little bit of my paints, the ones I was thinking to maybe utilize for this. And you know what, first I think I'll do the base of this, and then I'm going to come back over it maybe with some color around the edges. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll do a couple in the white. So I'm just going to be finger painting these, okay? I actually remembered to pull out my gloves. Can you guys believe it? I almost didn't. I thought, and then I realized, okay, really? Do you really want to be covered in paint the whole day? And the answer was no. So, yeah. Now, because we've peeled off that outer portion, oopsie, that top portion, you're going to find that because it's the cardboard paper is going to take the paint a lot better. And I am just I'm debating if I want, oh shoot, see, that's why I don't like gloves and stuff. Everything sticks to you. No, I'm debating on whether or not I want to do a different color. If I want to do these all with white first and then come back on them with, or the cream, and then come back on them with a different color, or if I'd like to, maybe I'll just try one and see how it does. Because I'm thinking this is almost like a base coat in a way, and that possibly, let's do some of the white too. I have my satin white here I want to use. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm explaining myself very well. I'm trying to debate on whether or not I want to do all of these with a base coat first, or if I want to go ahead and try and come in on them with some color from the get-go. And if the color will settle into the cardboard of the piece, you know, too much, and I may need to cover it a second coat or something, as opposed to if I just cover it with the white or the cream first, and then it'll take the second, it'll take the colored coat better. Hopefully that makes sense. I mean, I guess I could have used a gesso and stuff, but I didn't want to get that complicated with this. It turned out good yesterday. I just did the coat of the white first. I used this one, and then I let it dry, and then I just came back over it with my dauber, actually, and did the dauber and did a coat of ink, and I thought it turned out really pretty cute. I'm just wiping some of this off my gloves real quick so I can use. I'm going to go ahead and try a color here. Let's see. Let's do this metallic purple. I have a few different purples, but let's try this one. I'm just, you know, I've told you guys before, this Deco Art paint separates so much. See, and this is what I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think you're better off maybe to cover this with a base of white or something first, and then do the color. Oops. because it's kind of, I mean, it's there, but it's covering it. But I almost feel like it would be covering it better if it had the base coat. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue what I was doing. And then if I want to change the color, I will. Okay. Might as well use the rest of this one. I just thought these might be kind of fun to do today for a mass make, because they're going to be super simple to decorate, and once they dry and you know you get your paint on there, yeah. And then if you guys didn't go on to Tina's website, go to www.shabbydabbydo.co.uk and you can get the little miniature digital fussy cuts that she gave away for free. They're in her freebies, and those fit perfect. I mean, those fit really well. The tiny ones fit really well on to the puzzle pieces. As you can see, that's what I used on that one. And then I went through some of my stuff, and I found a few things that I'll probably use today that are not from her kit, or might mix them with her kit, you know. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Here, let's do, I don't know if I can do 10, but let's do a couple more. How are these doing? They're drying already. And it looks like they will need a second coat on some of them. I think because I used the ink on top, I was just trying it really fast. So like, if you're going to use it, let's see. Like the white ones, you can kind of see through the paint. This one looks pretty good. It's pretty solid. But I think if I remember right, Tina did hers twice and did a second. Oops, I just got that on there. I got something on there. Did a second coat on hers. And I can see why. Because you can kind of see the cardboard a little bit through the first coat. So let's do a second here. Might as well. Okay. I know on Instagram too, I've seen people post, oh, and you know who else Antonio makes? He's done some really cool puzzle pieces as well. So those are some that you can go view on Instagram or on Facebook and Etsy, or not Etsy, but YouTube. You can pull up Antonio Makes. If you've not seen him before, he's really good. Really, really good. And yeah, he does a lot of fun projects. And I do know I've seen puzzle pieces. We're on a couple of the same Facebook groups, and then I subscribe to his channel, and I've seen him do quite a few. There's one, I'm trying to think, is it playing cards or puzzle pieces? There's one gal on Instagram. Oh my goodness, I can't think of her name. She does the coolest, I think it's playing cards actually, guys. Sorry, I was thinking it was puzzle, but I think it's playing cards. She does the coolest decorations on playing cards. They're beautiful. My goodness, I can't think of her name. Daffodils. Something with daffodils. Some of you probably subscribe to her or follow her on Instagram. Sorry, I forget the terminology. Follow, subscribe, message, tweet. It's like everybody uses a different term. I go, okay. Communicate. We just communicate, okay? I'm not going to worry about the correct verbiage on everything. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's best to do a coat of white or ivory or something lighter on top before you put a more decorative paint or color down. Because I like the purple I did. it's, I don't know. I'm thinking it's not as, you can kind of see through it a little bit, you know. Okay, so I'm going to pause for just a minute and let these dry, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So while I was away, I did a second coat, and then I did one with pink, and I did an extra white, so I'd use up most of my stuff here. And I was just going to add a little bit of a metallic onto this one, just to see. And of course, it's the Art Deco. I gotta be honest with you guys, Art Deco paint is a beautiful color, but I don't think I can shake it enough to get it to really blend. It separates so bad from its medium that's within the paint that, yeah, I have a really hard time getting, there we go, that's a little better, getting the full color down because of that. I got that one worked. I got it shook better this time, but I practically have to hurt my arm. I mean, in my hand, just to get it shook up. So if you don't want to have to go through all that hassle, you know, maybe find your metallics in a different brand. I don't know. Just saying. Sorry, Art Deco. I know you're a, ooh, ah, that's what I get. I'm just kidding. No, seriously. And I took off my gloves. I couldn't stand them anymore. I can't wear gloves very well, you guys. I try, but just a little tiny bit more here. Anyway, not to diss Art Deco paint. I've just noticed with the acrylics that it tends to seem to like not stay separated. I mean, it stays, or it separates too much. Okay. I'm going to sit that there and let that dry. I'm just looking here and picking some colors out that I like. I wanted to do, I definitely want to put some gold onto, now this is copper, yeah, antique copper. That one's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. I should use my tweezers, huh, guys? I bet somebody out there was sending me that thought. I know you're not with me yet, but I know that once I'm on, like, the video's actually playing, that somebody will have been thinking, Tara, why aren't you grabbing your tweezers? That is a little easier. Okay. And I'm not too worried. I mean, I was totally over here, wasn't I? I am so sorry, you guys. You would think after all this time I'd remember. I get into my moment when I'm crafting and I forget, you know, that I'm like not exactly in the viewfinder for you. And I'm sorry. Okay, so now we got that one. And what I'll do is I will take one of my smaller brushes and come in between where the white is showing through in the edges and probably distress the inside of the puzzle piece so that you can't see the white underneath. You know what I'm saying? Now this one is a lavender with kind of a green tint to it. It's one of those opalescent type. I love it. I love that color. Like the base having that opal. I used to wear a lot of nail polishes when I used to get my nails done with that opalish, you know, undertone. Now I kind of messed this one up earlier. I was drying it with my heat tool and it's got bubbles. So if you saw those, you're not imagining it. There are bubbles on that one. That's why I did another one too, is because I had messed that one up a little bit. Let's see. I think I have another one with... Oh, you know, I've got that green. Let's do that. Let's do one of these. Now, this is deco art again, so let me shake it really good. Okay. All right. I really like this green. It's so fun. Hopefully these colors will be enough with one coat. I don't want to have to keep spending time painting these. But I didn't want to not do it with you guys, and you know what I mean? I wanted to make sure I let you guys see what I was doing, just in case you've never seen it done before. Let's see. This gold, I kind of wanted to do like an edging with. I didn't really want to make one a solid gold. Okay. Gotta shake it good. Okay. And I'm doing it straight onto here because I don't know. I just am. I just am. I'm impatient. That's probably the best explanation for why I'm doing it straight onto the piece. Okay. I've heard other crafters say that, and it makes me laugh because at least it makes me feel like I'm not alone. I'm one of those people. Some crafters I've watched, and I'm like, oh my gosh, your patience to let things go and dry overnight, or you know, different stuff. I'm just like, oh, it drives me crazy to have to do that. I do it if I absolutely have to, but yeah, it's one of the reasons I love junk journals. Is I think it's such a quick gratification of art, you know, form of art. You have it done so quickly. I mean, and it's there and you can enjoy it, you know. I just got some of that dark blue on this one. I hope the ice blue can cover it. Okay, I put way too much. Way too much. Yeah, I'm going for a metallic theme. Can you tell? You guys are probably used to that with me by now, right? I love metallic anything. So, yeah. This one is not, the ice blue is not covering quite as well. It's going to have to go on thicker. Oh, not that thick. Okay. And I just got that blue all over my tweezers. So they'll be getting a bath later. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I've got a lavender, purple, pink, green, bronze. Ouch, I just stabbed myself with these tweezers. That really hurt. Good job. Good job, Tara. Let's see, we have this green too. It's kind of pretty. A little bit different. Let's do that one on here. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty green. It's a green with a gold tone behind it, like almost a teal. So there we go. Now we are cooking with gas here, guys. So we're gonna let these, I'm gonna hit them with my heat tool, not to the point where I bubble the paint, but I am gonna hit them with my heat tool. Let's see. I think I'll leave this one with just the pink satin paint, and then this here I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna do ink on top of it so you can see what I was talking about. And this one I want to do one more coat because yeah, it's the one that I bubbled, but also it's, come on now, it's not showing, or it's showing through, I should say. This is actually a really thick paint. I wonder how long have I had this? It feels very thick, which is weird. I don't think I've had it that long. Maybe it was old when I bought it. That's possible, right? I don't know. I guess I've had it for a minute. Ugh, now I put too much. I just want to make sure it covers everything. It's almost like a bad nail polish. It feels weird. Ah! It feels like grainy almost. It's pretty though, right? Can you guys see? It's really a pretty color, but okay. I'm gonna pause and let these get these dried, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So these are pretty dry, I think. There is something Tina did and I absolutely loved it. She stamped script on her pieces before decorating them. And so I am copycatting my girl, my friend Tina. Yes, I am. If you happen to see this, Tina, thank you for the idea. I sure appreciate it. I'm looking to make sure I'm on the right side here, and I'm just going to try this Tim Holtz. I did one that I have. There we go. I think I like that writing even better. This is more of a really cursive writing, and it's just even a little more than I wanted. Yeah, I like this one better. It's more scripty. I don't know. And I'm just dabbing it here and there with the black ink. Come on. And it's sticking to it, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Oopsie. The metallic, I think because it's metallic paint for the most part I used, it's a little bit sticky. One last piece. And then we're going to start decorating the fun part. So I hope you guys tried these with me. If you did, I really, really, really want to see what you did with them. Sometimes you guys post stuff and I'm like, oh, you took it one step further. It looks awesome. Or you took it 5 steps further. Yours looks way better than mine. I kind of limit myself. I do, because I'm on the video and I've only got so much time. And I know there's probably times when you guys notice that some of the stuff I do changes after you see the video. Like you'll see the video and then when you see me post pictures of the item or whatever, it'll look a little more decorated. And it's just because after I get off, you know, the video, I realize, oh, I could have done this or I could have done that. Where when I'm with you guys, I'm kind of hurrying and trying to, you know, do it quicker than I do when I'm by myself, of course. So I am going to, okay, so I have all these little cuts. I have those little ladies too that I had showed you before. And then I have like all the miniature cut stuff. Oh, and then I have these cards. And I was thinking how cute. I had purchased those back, I don't know, a couple months ago at Hobby Lobby. Cordy found them and was like, look, honey, these are cute. So yeah, so I have them here to use, and I want to get my distress ink ready to go on a few of these smaller pieces. And then, yeah, let's decorate. So you can do anything you want with these, of course. You can lay out ladies. You can do, if you hear that weird noise, that's Tippy. Tippy, okay? You okay? Yeah, she's fine. She's just clearing her throat out. But anyway, you can use these really tiny little guys for these. So if you don't have them yet, if you didn't go over, or just jump over to Tina's website. Like I said, www.shabbydabbydooddah.co.uk, and she has provided these little tidbits for us for this project. Actually, she had done it just last week, I think it was, when she first did it, and I was like, I've got to get me a puzzle because I really want to do some of these. So I think, where do I want to put this gal? She's blue. She's like a blue color. Oh, and you know, another thing I wanted to do was darken the edges of this white one. And I wanted, oh, that was what I was going to do. I was going to show you guys. All I did was, I'm just going to do the whole thing. I'm going to distress the whole thing. All I did was take my ink pad on this one. Okay, and I used this one here, Salvage Patina, and I think I combined it with something else. It was Salvage Patina, and I have it right here, Peacock Feathers. Okay, all Distress Inks by Tim Holtz. Okay, and I just gave it a dousing with that and let it dry, and it's fine, and it looks cute, you know. And I also brought along some metallic gold. I was going to use my stick, but I want to try and edge these with some acrylic. I thought it might be quicker, a little easier, you know. I don't know though. We'll see. Let's check it out. Tippy's mad at me, you guys. I have to tell you, she's over here pouting. She didn't finish her breakfast, and she has issues with eating her doggy food. She wants to eat people food, or she wants to snack like all day long, and I can't let her do that. She's already very chubby. She's a little chihuahua, so she's got the chub going as it is, and then on top of that, she wants to snack all the time. So I'm going to try something. I'm not liking how that's going on, to be honest. So yeah, she's mad at me now because I told her she cannot have a snack until she has the rest of her breakfast. So we are at a standoff. I am going to use my paint stick as usual. It's working better. Yeah, she is over here pouting at me, and her snacks, it's her snack time, and she knows it. Because, you know, they're on their little internal clock. And the kitties got their snack, but she saw me pull hers out of the bag. I sat them on the table. I took her over to her food, and I told her, when you finish your food, and we have had this argument before, so yeah. So don't think I'm being mean. I'm not. Tippy is an extremely old, stubborn girl, and yeah, she don't want to do something. She She fights Mommy. And Mommy has to fight back. This is what I was talking about earlier. I was going to take some Distress ink between where the white is and just kind of darken these a little bit. But I kind of like it. This paint is going down on it, and then on some parts it's white or it's beige, you know, the cream color, and it just looks kind of, you know, old, vintage, chipped up, like the paint's chipped, and I really like that look. So for me, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do that on all of these. I'm going to go in between and just kind of brown this inside a little bit where it's not, where it's, the paint didn't go to. I also just don't want the bright white to be the focal point. I don't want it to grab people's eyes. I'd rather it look chipped and old. And I'm going to wet this just slightly. I left the lid off all night, you guys. I was so bummed. And it's the oxide, so it will yeah, there we go. Reactivate itself very nicely. Okay. So, do you guys have puppies that pout at you? That argue with you about their food or tell you what they're going to do in their own way? Or do your puppies mind and are always obedient? My little Tippers is an absolute sweetheart. She is a very well-behaved dog, except when it comes to food. That's the only time she has a bit of an issue. And if I don't put a certain mix with her food, I think I've mentioned before, I feed her a very small amount, but I feed her fresh pet along with a healthy hard food. And she's eaten fresh pet pretty much her whole life, because when she was little, that was all we could get her to eat. And now that she's older, I mix it with a hard food so that, you know, her little tummy is, her movements are good, and she's, you know, it keeps her good. But if I don't put the fresh pet into her hard food, she will have she'll go on a, what do you call it? A starving, where she'll starve herself? A food strike. A hunger strike. There you go. She'll go on a hunger strike. And I'm not kidding. She don't know what to call it, but if we were going to call it something as humans, that's what we would call it. And she will not eat. She will try to hold out. And I've had her go as long as like almost 3 days, 2.5 days, where she refused to eat the food that was in her bowl. I mean, I fed her. She just refused to eat it. So isn't that funny? Dogs are so funny. I mean, cats and dogs both. But yeah, dogs crack me up. My cats, they never complain about what I feed them. You know? So, mostly I think it's a dog thing. Okay, so these are almost done and ready to decorate. I just wanted to get this little detail taken care of. I'm trying to think which ones. I really like the gold around the edge, so I'll probably do that on a few of them where I know it'll show up. Now on some of them, oh, I like that so much better than the other paint. That acrylic was not staying. It's too wet, you know. These sticks are just so, the paint in them is kind of firm, you know, and you can control it. And if you want it to be wet, you can just wet it down, you know. Can you see that? Let me come in a little closer for y'all now that I'm going to be decorating and stuff. I'll probably end up putting some gold on all of these. And I was even thinking that maybe a little bit of black accent around the edges with the Stabilo pencil. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I might be overstepping on that one. Maybe it won't look good. Never know, right? It's not showing up as much with this lighter color. That's an ice blue, in case. I don't know why I started to grab, might put my finger across the ink. Okay. So now this is, let's see, this is Monday for you guys. For me, it's Friday. I am filming it a little bit early, trying to get myself back ahead of the game, you know. I've been so, with the holidays and everything, and then with Cordy being home so much, it's kind of thrown off my schedule a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's definitely not going to show on that, so I'm not going to worry about that. With this one, let me see. Yeah, so I have just now started to feel like I'm starting to get my, you know, I was barely starting to get myself back to normal with like from my vacation. I know it's been since October. It really threw me off, you guys. To go on vacation really did throw me off. I don't know why, but it did. I don't know why it threw me off for so long. Let's put it that way. But yeah, and now I had the holidays with Courtney, and so I'm like, okay, let's get back to normal. Let's get back to normal. It's working on this one. That's fine. Now with this, you got to really let that, I can see I wiped it up already. You got to really let the distress ink kind of sit there and dry good. So what you can do instead, I should have done, is use the archival ink if you have it in the brown, and distress it with that. So, okay, so let's see here. I had a few little things I thought I'd play with that might look cute as accents. I've got these little flat pearls. I was gonna try, what time is it? Okay, we're good. Because I waited so long for it to dry, I feel like I've been on video forever, which I have technically, even though you guys aren't, you know, aware of it. It feels like forever to me. So I was going to cut down a couple of these and just see if they would look cute. And then also I'm going to probably do a couple of diamantes. These are hard to, there we go. I'm just trimming that little point off. However, it's kind of not really, let me grab my littler scissors here, maybe I can get in a little closer. Okay. I feel like I'm fiddling around here with stuff, and I apologize. There was a lot more detail with these. Okay. Well, anyway. I may use these. I hope I do now that I've worked so hard to get these little strings off of them. All right. Now, which one would she look the best on? Let's see. I kind of like her on that color and this color, or this one. She looks nice here. I'm gonna go ahead and put, I'm gonna highlight her just a little bit. Now she has been glossy accented, or no, embossed with clear, actually, so that she has a little sheen to her. That's where that's coming from. So yeah, I just wanted to do these. I thought they were fun and a cute embellishment. They'd be pretty for my journals. Gosh. And they're so small and they're flat, so they don't take up, you know, I mean, they're not going to make a huge difference in how thick your journal is, which, as you know, can get chunky really quick. really, really quick. So now I have a blue in here. No, it's a little big. I want a smaller one. Or actually, what about, that's too big. Oh, where's the tiny ones? I just cut some out. Okay. I even made sure to cut out the small ones because she has the 2 pages of stuff and some of them are larger like this. They're still small, but they're larger, and then some of them are tiny. And I printed them out again and cut out some extra this morning so I'd have them for this very task. So I'm just going in and separating them here so I have them out and ready. There's some more balloons. I think those are so cute. Okay. All right, now okay. Oh, not there. Maybe at an angle. Stop it. Everything's sticking to my fingers. Honestly, I didn't pick those up. They just stuck to me. Yeah, I'm going to collage a little bit here on this one. Unless I have even a smaller. Oh, you know what? I might. Let me see. These were sent to me by my sweet friend Mary. And they are tiny, tiny little cuts, punches she did for me. And these little flowers are perfect. I'm going to get, let me see if this pearl looks good, or I may use, where is, now I have the tweezers. I had them out and now I'm like, where's the tweezers? Oh, well, let's see. I put them back, I think, because I stabbed myself. I'll use these that Mary gave me. She also gave me these, sweetheart. And I'm going to see if I want, this might be too big, but let me check. I'm going to trim the strings off. I was thinking I'm going to put one little, bead or something inside of there to give it a little shine in the middle of the flower. That's a little bit big. I don't know if, oh, you know what I do have is these right here. I could probably just cut one of these little corners. This trim is super, super tiny. And it's little rhinestones. And I bet if I can maneuver this so that I can hold it, I'm so bad with small, tiny things like this. In fact, I can tear that. Yeah, there we go. Now, that'll be a better size. And I'm going to put that right, tiny, tiny bit of glue. There. Come on. There we go. Oh. There we go. There he is. A little bit more glue there if I can. Just it'll dry clear. I just want to make sure it's on there good. There. So there's that one. Let's see. Can you guys even see? Am I too close? Have I even been working in the video here? I am way close. Okay. There we go. So there's that one. And then I have a bunch of fun little cuts here. So I was going to put her on one. My hands look horrible now. I've got ink and paint and everything else on them. That's okay. Just do my edge here. Okay. I was thinking she'll look pretty on this piece because she's got like copperish color in her skirt or on her lap. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, and you don't, you can't use a ton of stuff on these because they're so tiny. Excuse me. And you don't really need a bunch of things on them either. I think I might move her up just a little. There we go. What do you know? Miss Tippy gave in to the desire to have her snack, and she is now over there eating her num-nums. Which is what we call her food, num-nums. So she is, I believe if I check, her bowl will be empty. So yep, she did it. She's so funny. She is a stubborn old lady, though, I'll tell you what. But she does love her food, so. Sorry, it's taking me a minute. Oh, that pearl looks kind of cute there, so. I'll just fall off. I'm still not great with tweezers either, as you can tell. I kind of get. These are rounded, though, and they're kind of hard to hold on to with your finger or with the tweezers. There we go. Okay. Or not. I'm trying to hold the sides and they're so rounded, it's just falling off. I think I'm going to have to do this with my finger. Oh, gosh. There. All right. There we go. There's number 2. And then I have these over here from Miss Tina. Let's see. We got these pretty ones with their faces in them. Like I did the other one there that I have on this one over here. But I don't mind. I think they're pretty. I don't mind using them more than one on them. These are going to go into different journals anyway, you know what I mean? Okay. Or different pieces of ephemera, I should say. Where do I want to put that? Wait. I think I'm going to do... Yeah. There, or do I want her there and that over there? Yeah, I'm going to put her over here. And then I'm going to put this little boot. Thank you so much for these, Tina, for these little breakdowns of your little cutie fussy cuts. There's that. And then I was thinking, you know what? I have gold. Let's use a piece Let's do a little gold here. Or actually, maybe I should do like a little double piece in the corner. I don't know. I'm debating. Let's check it out. I'm going to try this one and see if I like it. I was going to do just a single, and then I kind of just like having bling somewhere on it if I can. And like I said the other day, I haven't gotten to use my bling very much lately, and I'm kind of missing it. I don't know though if it's going to look good on here or not. Shh. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just do the gold around the edge of the picture. Tippy, honey. Thank you, but you don't need to bark. It's okay. Shh. It's just the neighbor. Yeah, I'm just going to use the gold and highlight it. Okay. Here. I'm going to pause just for a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, so I have to tell you a funny story really quick. Tippy, okay, I had sat her, she gets 2 of her little snacks. I had sat them on the table where she could see them, but I didn't think she could reach them, right? So she went and she ate all her food. Well, the reason she went and ate all her food, I think, is to appease me because she stole her snacks off the table, you guys. I was going to go give them to her because she ate her food and they're gone. She ate them. And then she went over and ate her food because she knew she'd be in trouble. Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell me dogs are not intelligent. Yeah, they are. I don't care what anybody says, because she knew that if she ate those snacks and didn't finish that food, she was going to be in a lot of trouble. So she ate the rest of her food. Oh my gosh. I think that's hysterical. I'm serious. I can't wait to tell Cordy about that. Little stinker. Ugh. I'm like, you bad girl, you little sneaky girl. Oh, that was too funny, guys. Anyway, I had to come back on and tell you. So let's see here. I'm not getting very many done between all the painting and yammering about the dog. Okay. Oh, these are cute. It's little pictures of the little fashion plate type pictures. I love these so much. Okay. I am going to go ahead and get some gold on there. And I think she has blue in her dress, so I'm going to put these 2 on here. And I'm going to kind of center them. And then I think, let me see. What other colors do I have of the bows and stuff? Oh, good. I have another brown. Okay, it'll either be that one or I'm looking at the other lady's dress. I was trying to see. I want something that's kind of contrasting. I have blue, but it's blending in. It's too close, you know. I guess I could look at the pink. Hers is, okay, yeah, we're going to go with this brown here. I'm kind of boring when it comes to this, I guess. But what I was going to say is I'm going to kind of, because this looks like a portrait in a way, so I'm going to kind of center this one. Or should I do the writing? Yeah. I'll do it at an angle. There we go. And then I'm going to put the bow, because this color matches her dress. The blue of the puzzle piece matches the other one's dress. And so, yeah, I'm going to do it like that. I know, I'm being matchy-matchy, but just bear with me. I'm still reeling from what my dog just did. I can't believe she did that. I've never seen her do something like that. And the thing is, you guys, she's old, okay? But she acts more feeble than she really is because she's a little chubby. So when she wants to jump down off the couch, she will, that kind of thing. She'll do stuff. I had no idea she was tall enough to reach up there and grab that. I had it back off the edge of the table. Wasn't right on the edge, but she actually reached up there and took them. So obviously it was too close for her to resist, I guess. I don't know. I still can't believe she did that. That's the funniest thing she's done in a very long time. I want to try super quick. I don't think I'll do it on this one. So there's that one. Okay, I think I'm going to try it on this green one here. I just wanted to see if highlighting with this black would look kind of cool around the edges. Oh, I think it sure does, at least on this one. Yeah, I like that. Okay, see, this is the kind of thing I do when I'm done with the video. I end up going back and being like, oh, let's try this and let's try that, and then it looks really cool and you guys didn't get to see me do it. So I'm trying it here on the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, that looks really awesome actually, the black. Let's see, I think I'll do this one too. I think a lot of it too is these colors are so extreme with the metallic that, you know, they're very vibrant, and the black really sets them off nicely. And then once it's decorated, yeah, these are fun. They're fiddly though. I'll give them that. And you know me with fiddly. Yeah. I'm a little bit heavy-handed, like Miss Tina says she is. I'm like that. And I'm clumsy on top of it, so that doesn't help. A lot of mine isn't heavy-handedness, it's clumsiness. It's clunkiness. Oh, I really like this black. I always do anyway, though. These would look cute, I bet, with splatters, too, once they're decorated and done, to come back over them with some white splatters or some black. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, so let's see here real quick. I don't know if I want to use a bow again. This one, can I change this to more of a brown? Yeah. And go around its edges and give it some pizzazz. Give it a little sass, a little sassafras. And I'm going to put it on this green one. You know what I wish I had, and I don't have any cut out, but I bet I could cut some out from some of Tina's little things, is a guy. But instead, we're going to do a lady, because that's what I have. And I think maybe even a document or something like that. That's a little too much. Actually, she's big, but let's try. I'm going to try to cut her down even further. We're going to kissy slash fussy cut this lady out of here, out of this frame. Hopefully I can make this work. Like I said, it's going to be a kissy slash fussy. Ooh, it's tight. But I think I did it. Oh yeah, baby. Did she do it? Yes, she did. Okay. We're going to put her. Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot. I'm going to put her right here. Oh, Tara, honey. Everything's sticking to my fingers. Sorry, guys. And then here's another one of my little boots. Let's see. None of them match this particular background, so let's do this little document. This will be my last one, guys. I know I've gone over a few minutes. I hope you'll forgive me. I love you guys. Okay. I wanted to put her on top of the document. I wonder if I can pull her up a little bit. No, I've got her glued down real good. No. Maybe I should just stick this document somewhere else. I think I will. I'm going to put it on this piece. And on her, I think, oh, I do have that brown boot. I was like, where'd that other brown boot go? The boot's bigger than she is, though, now that I cut her out of that frame. You know what? Because we have the black on here, let's see about... These Diamante are bigger, though. They're a little bit larger, but... maybe to just have a little shine on there somewhere would look kind of pretty. I don't know. I thought the black would look good simply because... Where's the other one I cut here? Yeah. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave it and highlight her slightly. Yeah. So there's that one. I'll probably do something else to that. I'm just not sure what. Anyway, so it's time to end the video. I apologize for going over, but here's what we did. We have these little guys. This one, and that one. Okay. Can you guys see okay? There, something fell. See, I told you I'm too crowded in here. I'm trying to get it at the right angle. It looks blurry. There we go. So there's our little puzzle pieces. Okay? I hope you guys had fun and that you guys have a great day. Enjoy some crafting today. I love you. God bless you. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.